don't know.
Okay. I'd like to call the meeting to order at 5:09 p.m. and welcome everyone. I'm Arthur Marcus, Chair of the Board. We will first stand and pledge allegiance. Flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which we stand, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Now, speaking to the chair, has everyone had an opportunity to review the minutes from last month's meeting? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Let's do the roll call.
Let's do roll call first.
Yes.
Robert Golden,
Here.
Alan Jones,
Here.
Jonathan Keith,
So, I don't understand.
Kim Roberts,
Here.
Tim Schiavone,
Here.
Shane Taylor,
Here.
and Chair Marcus.
Here.
You do have a quorum, sir.
Thank you. Now we will look at the minutes from our last meeting. Does anyone have any comments or questions? If not, would someone like make a motion to approve the minutes? Thank you, Alan. Anyone seconding?
I'll second.
Okay, Robert seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye, opposed? The motion carries. Thank you. All persons of the public who wish to speak to the board today must be sworn in. So please stand up and have the Assistant City Attorney will swear you in. Anyone who's getting up to speak today.
Please raise your right hand and do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Okay. So we will start with the first item and only item on our agenda. This is case number UDP-HP 25009, 301 Southwest 2nd Street. Tricia.
Yes, so this item was deferred from our last meeting to this agenda, and the applicant has submitted some new information as part of this. I did want to make a note that they also submitted a waiver for our 180-day review period. So they've waived that review period on the actual staff report. It says that expires on December 15th, but now it's extended indefinitely. It's a requirement by the state.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So you could advance the slide, please. So I just wanted to provide you with an update of what they've provided to us as part of their updated application. So here, you know, the location is in the Himmershey Historic District, and this is the current photo of the existing fence assembly that is after the fact, and the applicant is requesting something similar in its place. Please, next slide. That shows the proposed location of the fence assembly that they're asking for in their application. It's in the same location as it is today. Next slide, please. And they included 3 different options within their application to address the previous discussions with the board. This is the first option, which has the grid fencing material above the wooden fencing material that's already in place. And next slide. And this is another option, which is similar to the last one, but it has pickets at the top.
Oh, wait, so the first one had no pickets and squares went up.
Mhm.
This has the grid with pickets.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the last option is picket fencing that they
Right.
provided. And next slide. And last time the board did discuss just kind of a history of what this looked like previously. This is a historic photo of what it looked like originally. And then the next, this is just a street view looking towards
Right.
that same location where it's slightly modified. And then in 1983, the exterior of the structure was modified to its current appearance with the scalloped roofed parapet and the barrel tile roof as well. And then here's the photo of the property probably around 2010, 2011, where it was before the new addition was put in and the new development. And next slide. And then this is a picture probably in 2018 when the development was first opened, that shows the open seating area.
Tricia, excuse me, just go back. This photo shows the original building. It was then surrounded by these pictures.
I'm sorry.
The original building is back there in the Spanish tile roof.
Yeah.
And then it was surrounded by this open air
Yeah.
arcade.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And this is how it was approved by the HPB in 2016. And on the plans, it showed the outdoor seating and outdoor bar area. And now that's the current. So that's what was provided, and then just to give you a little bit of an overview of the over time appearance of this structure and property. So now, you want to hear from the applicant or open it up to more discussion?
Well, I think we should hear from the applicant first. Robert, could you turn around? Robert, I just can't see Tricia through the back of the chair, sorry.
The other room.
No.
The applicant is here.
Please.
Hi, my name is Angel Candelaria. I'm the applicant. The business. We've been going back and forth with Trish. I think she showed you we committed. We thought that they got approved. I sent her today. We got a scam email from the historic board saying that if we pay these $3,900 in fees, that the board was gonna approve the thing. So my teacher didn't come, but we thought that we were good to go. I forwarded to her if you guys want to take a look at it. So I'm here to talk to. We had sent those other approvals before, and she had mentioned that she wasn't sure if they were gonna get approved. So we have another rendering that we're working on that we kind of didn't even submit because we thought that we were okay when we got that scam email.
What is the other rendering?
It's getting just basically in the front where you can see the historic building, getting rid of all anything that's green at the top and just leaving it the bottom wood part. So you have complete visibility without it.
So you
get
have
on
it
top.
complete, so the fourth option is to remove the green and
Green
leave
part of the top, so you
it
can see
open?
directly through on the two in the front and the two on the side, so you can see the building. So we would still have some of the green.
What do you mean the
block
two
out.
on the front? What two?
The two planters in front of the building and the two around the corner on the side. We were gonna submit another where we get rid of the green. Yeah, those
What are you
two,
referring to
three,
as the
four.
two planters? These circular things? No. You
Where
mean the
where
first?
the arrow is, yeah.
You mean the first two bays?
Yes.
of the green?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So you're proposing to remove the first two bays of the green on either side of
Correct.
the doorway?
Yes, so that you have complete direct visibility of the
Right.
building. And that way we still have a little bit of control of the outside at least on the other sides.
So is that the fourth?
That would be the fourth, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, my God.
well, it gives us something to discuss,
Thank you.
yes.
I hope you didn't pay the $3,900.
No,
Oh, good.
that's why we sent it to her. We were waiting to hear back from her today. We did hear back, and then I was like, let me just go because I thought we were gonna get approved. I was gonna go on Monday to pay the fees. So,
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so is there anyone from the public who would wish to speak on this item? If not, we'll close the public discussion and open it up for it.
I had a question about 2008. Was it 2018 or 2008 when they converted the gas station into, put a roof over it and gave it a more Spanish American?
The 1983.
That was 1983.
Uh-huh.
And was it a historic property at that time?
Yes, it was located within the historic district.
And they were approved to make those changes to the gas station and create that new look? Evidently.
Evidently,
Did we have a board then? Did we have that historic?
The board was-
80s?
established in 1975.
Okay. No, I was just kind of trying to figure out how we got to where the property got surrounded with
Stuff, yeah.
stuff, which is, it's not that it's a bad thing. It needed to be done for them to have this type of business, to have outdoor seating, et cetera, so.
The further question, excuse me, from your question is, do we know if this surrounding enclosure was approved ever?
So the canopy area was approved as part of the 2016
Okay.
approval by the.
You sort of say that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
And it was, but it was intended for outdoor seating area. And now it's not being used in that way.
Oh, it's still outdoor.
We do use it as outdoor seating, it's just closed in.
Wait, you have to come to the podium to speak.
We do use it as outdoor seating, the bar that was originally there is still there.
Okay.
It's outside, people do sit outside, we just close it in
Okay.
so that they wouldn't get your wraps on.
Okay.
as long as you're up there.
Yeah.
And I wish you would have this fourth rendering, because it would make things so much easier right now. Because that is the closest thing, this last thing that you just
Right.
described,
That's
is the closest thing to what you had when you took the place over. And that would be, in my personal feeling about trying to help you with all this, because there, you know, I don't mind saying this, there was a shooting down there just a few nights ago,
Saturday night.
right across the street from this location. So his concern for security and safety is heightened all the time. That area is high crime. It's just that simple. So I can understand why he's concerned about safety, but at the same time, have to meet the requirement to have a visible view of your district property. So that last one that you just described
Right, we do it.
would be very attractive. So I don't know what the board wants to do.
Following.
I don't have anything to look at.
I'll jump in for a minute. I agree with Tim that that would be the most acceptable on many levels. But my question to you is, after all the presentations you've made to the board, you were so concerned about people reaching in or something thrown in or something. How do we know that in a year you're not going to enclose it again if it's left open? I mean, that's
That's always the case.
I understand. I mean,
Anybody-
then you'd have to come back.
Imagine I would get fines and would have to come back if I did that.
You'd
So
have
I
to
would
come
pray, I
back.
would not
Okay.
want to go through this again.
All right, let us deliberate.
Thank you.
Well, we know you're in the audience.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jim, go ahead.
No, I'm just curious, did we get I didn't read everything. What was the staff's recommendation on this?
It remains the same as far as the items that were shown. The-
So it doesn't meet the criteria because of the grid, even with the grid
Yeah,
finish?
the.
Not open enough?
Design guidelines do state 3 feet in height with 30% visibility, so it's not going to meet our requirement.
Anything over 3 feet.
Correct, yeah.
And how, oh, I see what you're saying, that 3 feet measurement would go to the top of the rail of the grid. Even though it's open, the fact that there's a piece of metal there, the measurement's
Well,
gonna go
start
from the ground to the
ground
top.
level,
Okay,
so-
I get it.
How high is the black fence? Is that 5 feet,
No.
4 feet?
Approximately 5 feet.
It is 5 feet tall?
No, it's not 5 feet.
It's like 3.5 feet, it's right up.
Okay, that's like about right.
3
Like
feet, 8 inches.
3 feet, 8 inches, okay.
But and then everybody knows that it wouldn't be all of the green that he's referencing taking away. It would just
First
be
two.
the 2 in the front, so it would still be covered on the majority of the side.
Yeah, but my point is, how much of that original building are you gonna see
Right,
anyway?
right.
When it was all the way open, when it was open in that one photograph, can you go back to that one photograph? When it's just wide open, that one?
Right,
When it was all the way open, we see a lot more of it, no question about it.
Right.
But I believe that light colored beige is
Helps.
still
Yeah,
viewable. And that's basically
what we want to see.
what we're talking about, because the
Right.
two-story building behind it is not the original structure, is that correct?
right.
All right, so what I'm trying to make fair game, given the circumstances of safety and keep the place as an operating business, if you could see that with this fourth recommendation, which we can't look at. He had that, and Trish, what if he had something that just closed up when he wasn't open? And he had a portion of that when he was open.
Like the accordion gates that he has there now.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
like,
I believe the hours of operation are.
Irrelevant.
Yeah,
It depends on the week, it's usually Thursday, Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday, and it's 8 p.m. till 2 a.m., 3 a.m., depending on.
Well, that's
oh, you don't have
Yeah.
a clock license there?
Yeah, but people usually, we can't stay open till 4, but usually people are gone.
during the day,
I have one comment on this. I wanted to interject. That if they're removing 2 of 5 panels in the front, I can't see it now, 2 of the 5 green panels, that would be 40% of the opening above the bottom. But that, the bottom's not to
yeah,
go
these
either.
are from the, the ground.
Oh,
up.
30%,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so without getting too confusing, I'll ask the board to continue to discuss it. I just wish we had the last verbal proposal. Everything else here is something we could look at. The last proposal, which is attractive to me, isn't here. So without that, I'm just feeling like can't do anything for this until I see it.
Can you go back one slide? Would the applicant mind showing us like on the picture here where the current green, I guess like artificial plant would stop and the new see-through iron would.
This is where the gates are, the opening ones that you can see through, and then these two, we would take off the green, so you'd be able to see the entire front. And over here on the side, you can see the entire side.
On those next two.
Yeah, 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
I
So
think
from the
that's helpful.
corner, you would actually,
Just accordion gates, so you can see through there.
so from the corner with that open, if that's painted the right color, you would see it from the street.
And directly in front also.
Right, okay.
I think that goes a long way.
Yeah.
Color the same,
I do too, I do. I think that helps a lot. My only other concern, besides trying to open it up, and again, I'm able to visualize it, I understand that if you can't, is the color black is really offensive to me. It's maybe coming from up north, New York and Philadelphia. It's not, it's just when I see buildings painted in all dark colors like that, it starts to feel like it's looking into a slum. And it's not the color black, but
Just remember, but color is not an art.
I understand. But I just think that it detracts from a historic property, that's all.
I agree. However, it's a popular color in the nightclub business. And it's what happens to be all I wear. So,
Yeah, but you're not,
with that being said, I agree with you. I think, honestly, I think if you had painted that building beige for your presentation,
Which building?
where the original beige there. If
Well, the
you brought
historic
that
building
beige
is
back,
beige, we didn't touch the historic building, it's still the same color, we never.
it
painted
still is beige?
Yeah, we haven't touched it.
Maybe it was all
We
your,
painted the building
maybe
next
it's
to
that
it.
hedge that's hiding your beige.
Yeah, it's hiding, we haven't
Okay.
touched it, unless the person before us painted it that, but
Trish,
it's still beige.
What's required in terms of approval? We can't approve a vision, right? We have to have something in front of us to look at. Like, could we approve what he just described with your determination? If he provides you with the drawings, et cetera, pictures, and then you go ahead and say, okay, or do we need to bring, is it required by our process to bring him back here with a legal description, presentation of what he's talking about with option number 4?
so from what he's describing and what you're contemplating is approving it as is with the removal of 4 of the green hedge panels.
Correct.
So that could be a condition of approval.
And to be clear, that's it, just take them out and nothing goes in their place? Is that what you?
No grid, no.
But everybody is also fine, and again, I mean, thank you for everything you've done, because you are trying, and I understand the safety too, and I get it, and I understand the color and aesthetically, and it's not historic anymore, and there's a lot of things, but we have made an outside venue almost inside. And so I agree with taking the 2 away, but from my perspective, I even think all of the greenery needs to go. And then maybe those last ones could have the nicer bars and it would be
I
just
agree.
more open, but I don't think just taking 2 away is going to do.
I think you have a good point there, and I would agree with you. The only,
Two-way on either side, right?
the only thing I would disagree with the bars is that I thought that the squares looked a little too prison-like, where just the, I don't know, I'm just
I'm
saying.
not nervous in prison, bro.
But I just thought, anyway, I just.
So I understand what you're saying.
Depends like
So what you're saying is get rid of all the green and put the bars that are nicer bars,
on the other three.
and then leave the 4 open.
Right.
That, for me, to have it more open, it would be way more visible, you would still have the safety on the ends.
So basically that, but remove the 4 bars in front that we talked about.
You'd have something similar to that with 4 panels open.
Correct.
Now,
So,
what are you gonna do about the 4 panels that are open?
Yeah.
You've been telling us that you're concerned with for safety and people reaching in and whatnot. Are you gonna be able to
I mean,
sustain your business and your customer safety with 4 panels
it's gonna
open?
be a lot more difficult. I know for sure, I can tell you there's gonna be homeless people living there. Every time I come, they're just gonna jump over into openings. And I'm gonna have to.
But that's your whole neighborhood.
Yeah, but
That's your entire
when it's closed in, they're not in there.
yeah, doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of having any of it covered? If there's like a break.
At night it helps though, because at least we just have to secure the.
For the guests.
Open for the guests, yeah, so they're not getting harassed the whole time.
What about just like the vertical wrought iron instead of a grid all the way
Yeah,
around?
right.
What do you-
Yeah, I mean, that's more attractive. That's more
Like-
attractive.
Like
that.
that, oh,
Yeah.
that is way better.
Like all the way, like it's depicted in this photograph here, all the way.
Ideally, all the way around would be the best for security, but
And,
you need more visibility.
and to Kim's point, you'll be able to see it as you're walking
Right.
down the sidewalk.
Right. And it all looks uniform.
That's a good point.
There's a lot more light in there because it's kind of dark.
From another perspective, candidly, I think the green is unattractive.
The green?
I really, that's my own personal feeling. I think this has a lot more uniformity. I think it looks better aesthetically. The one thing though is being able to see the historic building. And I'm not sure how.
I still think the couple in the front somehow need to.
What color is the historic building now?
Yeah,
Beige?
Same, when you can see
yeah.
the roof right there.
Maybe some lights on it would help.
There's lights on it.
Are there?
Yeah.
Well, you can't say it's over the biggest.
Correct.
Well, let's hear from others on the board. Alan?
I think is given all the change in the neighborhood, business. I'm okay with something like this.
Meaning what's something like this
Option 3, picket fencing.
with the picket
Follow
fence? Okay,
All of it.
okay. And Rob?
Absolutely, I think this is uniformity. I think it gives him the protection he needs. I think it has visibility to be able to see through it. And I think from every perspective, it makes
Okay.
sense.
Jane?
I agree with that one. I think that's a good solution to help him
Okay.
achieve what he's looking for and still.
And I agree with those who were agreeing with me that the picket fence seems to be the best. I like the fact that it is uniform and it's open all the way. I would like to see the historic building a little bit more visible, and I'm not sure how that can be achieved. And one question, I know we're not supposed to talk about color, but I will anyway, is that if this was the color that was there when you first acquired the property, why wouldn't you make it what color works best for you?
Well, if you go back to what color the building was before we took it over, not the historic, the entire thing.
Right.
It's like, look, it's like,
No,
not that one, that, it was like a hideous orange with red.
Well, you can
So we
change that.
painted,
All
so
I'm saying
we
is
did gray with all the metal and black, so we just matched the wood.
the
with
color
black.
is not sacred on the little buildings, so.
Right, like the little building's exactly the same.
Okay.
Well, my last comment is just try and make it friendlier looking to the neighborhood. It is Florida.
Understood. That's the color it is now.
I'm talking
it's
about the
not.
whole thing.
Oh, the black.
The whole
wooden
thing,
fence. I
yeah.
see.
So before somebody makes a motion, is what everybody's been talking about approving option 3, which is picket fence all the way around everything. No panels will be left open. It will all be picketed.
That's what I
It will
was.
be total security. Everybody's okay with that. Cause I'm okay with it now that you've brought it up. I
We
I
won't
think
vote
it's
till
a
we
nice
vote.
compromise for what he's trying to achieve. It still has to be approved by building and zoning for its height requirement and all the others. There used to have hoops to jump through.
Yes.
But we could live with that because it satisfies the visual opportunity to see the building. And that's basically what we're discussing. Can we still see the building?
I
Even though it
still
doesn't meet
be
all the things
a
that.
little more open.
On the
Right.
corner, you could see you could see the whole building.
Because he has the,
It has the great, you could see.
Yeah.
it has a gate to it.
Yeah, I know, that's a little bit of a stretch.
What are you thinking?
Just the couple in the front again. I mean, that's gonna have it all visible. So you're gonna see it, so you don't have to peek around a corner or be at a certain angle or look between the bars or.
What if we did a lower picket fence, so at least it's hard to jump over?
Wait, what were you describing?
The front ones that he was saying about taking everything away up top before, that's what I'm saying, that was nice. I'm okay with the bottom part.
We're gonna be two panels, the
Right.
first two panels on the other side,
I mean, to me,
and then leaving the.
if we're taking away the two, like, they should all.
I agree.
And he just made a suggestion, if he came down 12 or 16 inches from the top,
On the two that we talked about getting rid of, how the other one died, just the ones in the front.
just lowered
Make the
those
picket
two,
lower.
not eliminated them,
At
but.
least it's harder to jump
I
over.
think it'd be better to just maintain some kind of similarity with all. the
Uniformity.
Uniformity.
Also, the other aspect, I'm a little bit height challenged. What's the height, what's the total height?
From all the way to the top?
Yeah,
Honestly, I don't know.
It's 7 feet.
so even a 6-footer or something won't be able to see
Right.
over
Or a
it if you
5
lower it a little bit. It wouldn't improve the visibility, in my opinion.
It would be short.
And with the spokes, it's kind of hard to climb over.
Is that reasonable to you? I mean, these changes
If we get rid of all of the just leave the wood, it's just,
too low.
it's like getting rid of the wood too, because
Yeah.
anyone's just gonna step over.
Yeah.
it.
But so
they'll
if
just
you
step
put
over
the
it.
bars, are you able to put them all up uniform but make them
Shorter?
shorter?
That's up to you. I mean, you just have to be-
How much we thought, because if you do them too short, people are gonna jump over.
How much space do you have now between the top of the
With the
fence?
green,
The top of the fence and
The fence.
This picture here.
what the,
The wooden portion of the fence.
okay.
If we're assuming it's 7 feet, the bars are probably 3.5 and the wood panels are about 3.5.
one's like three
The
feet.
wood is a little bit more, 3 feet 8 inches with the wood, and then 3 feet 4 inches for the free yard.
I think it's not gonna make a difference much in how it looks, whether it's 5 inches lower or 10 inches lower.
Right.
So
Feet.
I think it's, no, you don't want 2 feet because somebody could get over there.
But it would still be over 5 feet tall for our
Okay,
height
so
challenge.
what are you?
You're bringing it up because I'm looking up at.
I mean, I think what Arthur's getting at is if we lower it to a place where your head's over it and you're able to see in, that sort of brings back his issue of people jumping over and they're gonna step on these wooden panels.
Right.
Up in there, at least that's the way I would see it, I don't know.
My feeling is, as it's rendered, it has uniformity all the way around from an aesthetic perspective. It gives you the safety, and I don't think you're gonna accomplish much by somebody, geez, they can see in there.
I mean, you can see
Doing it.
through the bars.
You can still see.
I can see it. Yeah.
I also
And you can
think
see it on the side too, in the corner.
we have to give some
Leeway.
leeway to the fact that this is no longer a freestanding building. It doesn't have the presence that it would have if it was still freestanding and part of this restaurant experience. It's surrounded by new construction, tables, chairs, and people. I think what he's come back with is the best that he can do. And I'm okay.
So would somebody like to make a motion?
Are you okay with this style of fencing or something more simplified? The top,
Just
the
simplify.
point.
I like that style with the little
Me too.
stickers on, whatever they're called.
I like the
Spears.
I mean, is that even within our
Yes,
decision-making process?
yes.
Yeah, I find it to be, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
I
think
find it
that's-
actually attractive, because if you didn't have anything in the top, it was just flat. I think just added an aesthetic aspect of it that I like.
If thoughts you'd like to share on that, Trish?
It's just adding more detail to something that should be really simple and open.
What
and
would be,
not have
if
As
we
much
had to
clutter,
have a picket,
visual
what would be a more appropriate picket
just without the,
without the?
Without the row of squares?
and the bars going across.
Like the railing.
I think that-
I think you have to have some kind of arch cause, I don't think they
You
just
need
make
the
them
support.
support going.
I think it makes it look less like a fence and a little bit like a grill. It's sort of a marriage between the two. I don't know,
It looks a little less like prison.
it doesn't, wait, really?
I bring it up on what you said. I'm
No,
serious.
I think, I don't know. Somebody make a motion. If it doesn't pass, we'll figure it out again.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you've been so vocal about this.
Thanks. Okay, I'll make a motion to approve this. Somebody help you with this. Summary of conclusion. Motion to approve the resolution for certificate of appropriation for major alterations under case number UDP HP 25009, located 301 Southwest Second Street, based on the following findings, which we have just discussed. Is that correct?
Option 3. right?
Option number, is it 3?
Yes.
Option number 3. And it's subject to the approval of our building and zoning board. Did I forget anything?
Planning and so.
Do you want a condition on staff approval or? are you
Yeah.
gonna get back here?
Well,
Yes.
you're approving this option
As
no,
is
no
all,
modification.
all the way around. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Miss,
Other
madam.
staff
Trish.
interpretation, yeah.
And I will second.
Excuse me, is the motion to approve it as is, or I?
As it
another-
has been presented as option number 3 in this package.
I mean, is it, have they filed this in their application?
Option number 3 was presented.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
Well, someone said something else conditional,
okay,
as long as they filed it.
as presented.
We leave anything out, boss?
No, you're good?
Is it all right?
Who was the second?
Robert.
Golden, thank you.
What's his name?
That's what my wife said.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Uh,
Opposed? The motion carries. Good luck with everything.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it.
So, Tricia, that's the only item on the agenda.
Yep.
Do we have any, let's see, wouldn't welfare, that's not the right word. Publicity, yeah.
That's up to you guys if you have anything.
Anyone want to bring up anything or communications or anything?
We have that tentative meeting in January, the old Ford and location, et cetera. And where are you in receiving what's needed so we can have anything further?
We're still working with them on getting the access agreement executed. And that's kind of traveling through the process to obtain signatures from the city. And then the archaeologist is ready to go out there when we have the executed document.
So that's the second part of it. Do you think it's still realistic that the January date will happen?
Well, the item has been deferred to that meeting date, so it will appear on that agenda regardless. And then it just depends on the progress that they've made and if they're ready to move forward. They may ask for another deferral, but they may also have the information ready. I'm not sure just yet. They still have a few more weeks.
A suggestion. And again, I'm new to the board, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, but if it would be the agenda item, it's gonna be very long. There's gonna be a lot of people there that want to speak. It's gonna be a long presentation, a long deliberation possibly, et cetera. We cannot have any other items. If any other items, unless it's really urgent, you go into February, you would be appreciated. from my perspective.
I understand, but when we get applications in time for the next agenda, those other applicants have to wait, another 30 days, 60 days, really, for their item to be completed when they're intending to go to the January meeting.
Is there anything on the agenda as of right now?
Our deadline for submittal is on this Friday. And we've talked to 2 applicants, I think, so far. One which is kind of a modification of a previously approved application, and then the other one. You can.
But they haven't submitted an application yet.
No, they still have until Friday to submit, so.
And cross your fingers, Robert.
And like Tricia alluded to earlier, today with 180 days, Florida statutes, we have 180 days in most normal circumstances to either approve or deny an action. So if somebody comes in with a certificate of appropriateness, unless they sign the waiver for continuance, we have to make a decision. So we're also mindful of that as well.
Yeah, they are intending to submit an extension to their 180 days, but that doesn't expire until February, so they still have some time, and they're in the process of trying to gather the documents that have been requested.
I just thought
Yeah,
it would be,
I understand, yeah,
if at all possible.
Yeah.
Lighten the load for all of us.
Sure. yeah. I mean, at the most, I think we're anticipating maybe an additional 2 items, and if they do not have for the beach designation, 7 items in advance of the meeting, then, they'll most likely be asking for a deferral again, but.
Robert, part of the initiation of a board member is to sit through one of these public discussions.
When Bahia Mar came to the city, I think it was 2 or 3 in the morning or something like that,
Wow.
I was there. So I've seen it.
Yeah.
I have a question that's not related to the destination of the beach. Just what came up with this gentleman. What is the legal step? We approve sometime, use this, but it's not because of this. We say, okay, do this, A, B, and C, we approve it, and they don't do it. Or they do it and then modify it. What are the steps that the city takes through historic preservation? How is that person? What are the consequences for not following through? Do they get fined? Do they go to jail? Do they get their business shut down? I'm just curious. How does that work?
Yeah, there's usually a code enforcement case that'll ensue after they don't do what they're supposed to do.
A guy comes in, he wants his roof, and we say, no, you have to do the roof to stay within the guidelines of
Correct.
historic preservation. He says, of course, he still has to get a permit, but he does it without a permit, and he's in trouble with the city for the permit.
Correct.
But what are the guns? What kind of guns does the historic
Yeah,
preservation
yes,
board have?
absolutely.
Probably none, right?
It's not through the historic preservation board, but usually code enforcement will file an action, where they will typically give the property owner notice that they violated the code. They'll have a certain time to comply. They'll usually go to the board and, or maybe sometimes they won't show up and then the board will issue fines. But typically fines are the remedy. And then they keep accruing and
I'm just kind of curious, because, let's just say it's $500, $1,000 fine. Because you didn't spend $10,000 on the appropriate wood for collection. You put in something that could be more affordable for you to break the rule than to stay within the.
It keeps accruing. Okay, after you get that order, it keeps accruing, right? That's what I'm telling you.
I'm curious.
It's the same as any other like person doing a
And then
roof without a permit.
when you
they
go
can't
to
get the
sell your
permit without-
property, that lien is in your title search, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, if there's nothing else.
Second.
You're adjourned.
Next time, make it faster.
Thank you, everyone.